Alabama Bremer and Kip, number two ranked in Alabama. Might be number one now that Chile has moved.
Oh, yeah.
And Sim, insanely. Well, me, Brawler, and Dr. Mario, most known for the Dr. Mario, but we look at a lot of like Sim's results. They got second out of like 140 at like a Louisiana regional, beating players like Ling Ling and only losing the fatality.
Oh, yeah.
Like very dominant performance from Sim. And you see those sponsors next to his name, Levenant and Lebanon. Like it's just been a good show from Sim. So we have to see how they do in this bracket.
Yeah, I actually didn't know about the me Brawler. I thought it was all Dr. Mario.
Yeah, it's more or less a combination of the two. I maybe say like a dual main or whether it's a secondary, but like, yeah, definitely a very strong me Brawler. We see a lot of those sets coming into the full play, and you already see how hot that me Brawler is starting in this matchup. It's gonna go with me Brawler against this Joker. I definitely like that for the mobility aspect.
True. We see the down B going out. He thought he could get away with whiffing it, but pretty quick punish from Sim.
And honestly, he's saying a little bit of struggle. Kip is not able to find any sorts of room. And you sort of see right there, Kip tries to like get interactions or maybe tries to get like counter attacks, but then Seb is just like waiting for that counter attack. Sometimes like throwing a lagless move on shield, waiting for Kip to overextend, and then getting a punish such as that up smash right there.
Right.
It's just good awareness.
He seems very aware of every option Kips has.
Ooh!
And wasn't quick enough there. Gets the back air on the ledge trump.
All right, you get it at least once.
Yeah.
You get at least once. That's the way you start off the game. And honestly, with how Seb kind of started off, you probably want to stop that momentum immediately.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Kip gonna get themselves a little bit going in the situation. Alrighty, we haven't really got to talk a little bit more of that Kip, like a very dominant Joker in a lot of his performances. Also has a Roy and some other characters to boot, and almost took the set against a Dark Wizzy at Low Tide City.
Yeah.
So like he's a phenomenal player at his own right.
Absolutely.
So we have to see how that all goes into play. But Sem has just been playing so great with regards down to a lot of these like counter actions. That is bait and punish gameplay, and he's just kind of running circles around Kip right now.
Yeah, Kip also has a Rob that he's been doing well with, but Joker is probably his go-to from what it looks like. Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just a case where the me Brawler and maybe just not knowing areas of the matchup could go into a play. And maybe it was just preparing so much for that Dr. Mario, and maybe you just didn't get enough appointments in the clinic because now there's a different type of virus coming at you. It's this me Brawler.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, falls short on that up B, trying very hard to space away from the ledge trapping and the two framing that was possible from Sim's B Brawler, but unfortunately falls there. We'll see how he adapts.
Let's see again into this next game. Of course, Kip gotta be at least be sticking with the Joker in this scenario. Maybe say like I just need to a little bit change in the stage and more in the layout. I have to change a little bit how you overextended. You can't get too power hungry. You can't get too much into an area in which you're like trying to get too many hits. And that might just be what Kip has to play here. Maybe play a little bit more campy. Play more of like a campy type of Joker. And we've seen many ways of like that like side B to AHA and a lot of those type of lanes games that Joker can play around you. You just can't be playing too much gung-ho right here. Getting to a little bit of a ledge trap, but gotta be taking it to Touted City for a little bit of that wider stage and get at least a little bit of a change to come out right here. There you go up into the back air. Oh, nice read on that F smash. Could get in that case. Kip maybe finding an answer that he absolutely needed.
Yeah, he was able to take the first stock. That was it was lasting a little while, but he. Ooh.
Attack. Nice back and coming leads, comes down to it. And now having a little bit of a struggle to really be able to get yourself going. And it honestly seems that because Kip is starting to like slow down the game a little bit, he's now waiting for Seb to overextend in a lot of the situations, and now baiting and punishing it a little bit. Like you either play that range with the AHAs or like playing the shield, waiting for those landings, and then catch those overextensions. Kip might have just found the answer he's been looking for.
Oh yeah, he's mixing up his recovery a lot more and his approach from ledge. He's playing more patient for what he looks like.
So can we see how that changed? I don't like these overextensions. Seb just might be like overshooting on so many of those areas. might be getting a little bit desperate, and I can definitely see Kip just taking advantage of it. Maybe even say purposely overextend and see how Seb maybe overextends as a result.
Right.
But nice wait on Seb. Can at least get that spot dodge into up smash to at least take the stock off.
Yeah. You saw Kip hang from ledge there too, waiting to see what Sim would do as kind of a ledge trap or like a punish on ledge get up or something, and timed it perfectly actually, getting that ledge get up attack.
Yeah. I think it's also just sort of that like change up going into play. Like Kip is not just overextending and just like running in with a lot of like just aerials and just like run pace. He's now starting to play the matchup that you need to do and maybe like trying to play the range a little bit better. Sim trying to at least get himself at least that lead, but now being lapped in percent and now just kind of being lapped all over with just how Kip is just kind of running all around your options and running around your character. Like, what can you try and do at least get yourself a little bit, get the stock off at the least?
Right. He's getting really desperate actually.
Yeah. And that F smash also trying to get that stock off, and yeah, Kip just caught that adaption that we were talking. Yep. Finally, at least we got at least a game off. The last time set, it was just like a straight 3-0. Right. So we have to see how that will all change into a play and how we get into this next set with regards down to at least this set right here. I give a little bit of a review to how the rest of the top 8 is going. Of course, you'll be able to see, pretty sure Jin and Hush Puppy are playing right now in Alabama Smash League. Of course, we have, right now we have Sam and Kip having right now on this stream. I'm pretty sure on our main stream, which is Dragon Squad Esports, we have Doorstop and Dr. Copter. So a lot of those winner sets are trying to play into the map. So we also just have to see how we get into this game. But of course, we have to see what Seb changes up in this situation, because just how it was all starting off, it just seemed like Kip had the complete answer. Maybe a stage change, just right there. Stage change gonna be taken to a tripod.
All right, Battlefield, and we're sticking with me Brawler. I was interested to see if it might be a Doc. I'm thinking now maybe it's just like Doc Joker just isn't worth it. I know his edge guard is really good, so
And
especially when it's held by Kip.
Yeah. So we have to see how it all goes through play. Now, when we think about Me Brawler, one thing that Me Brawler especially, you have to keep in mind what his up B is. It's that soaring punch. If you can get some up air ladders and get those positions of up airs and up tilt, you can get some early kills and off the trade. It's not as dominant as a stage such as like Yoshi's Story, which is probably why Kip banned that stage and why we aren't here right now. But maybe that type of game plan that Sim's trying to go for here.
Right. And a lot of the time, if it doesn't confirm, you need to be very wary about trying to jump out of his setups, because that is the way they can catch you really early and get that stock.
Yeah. Get off with that ledge trap situation. I just kind of like how he's playing so patient. I don't really like that read. Just gonna say
up to a certain point.
Yeah, and just gonna say, oh, you thought I was playing good? Well, watch this. My man's listening to Cam, just making sure I always curse people.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Every now and then you get overexcited and you go for a hard read that be like, wow, wouldn't this be sick if it hit?
It's like watch this one. It's like you hear like those type of like those character screams in a lot of those RPGs, so it's like, now it's my time. Now it's my turn. Take this. And then they just completely miss. That's exactly what we just saw right there.
Yeah, he got bad RNG that time.
But now I think this is probably gonna break in case Kip was trying to get a little bit more momentum, but at least gonna halt that with the up smash. And now it's kind of getting a little bit of a struggle for both of them to at least try and get their foot on the door, really kind of even each other out and not try to overextend. Liking the way that Sim is just kind of like playing grounded and just playing the stage control, but Pimpin' them is just playing patient and at least trying to meet him where he is.
Yeah. Out of both of them, I think Kip has been better at being reserved and playing patient. Sim has it in spades, or rather in short bursts.
Yeah.
But there's a limit to it, it seems like. I like to see him keep it more consistent.
It's like sometimes you see like really good plays and then you see him go for like a gung-ho read.
Yeah.
Or you'll see like a little bit of like consistent conditioning and then just has a little bit of a misinput.
Yeah, something about me Brawlers, man. They just want the sick read.
So I'm gonna go for an up air. You see right there. Was trying to maybe get it on the platform, but was not able to get that position. Good DI coming in from Kip. But now Seb at least trying to bring this back, at least trying to even up this game. But now this is the flex game, if you will. Winner of this will be able to at least like get the counter pick situation if this goes to a game 5.
Right.
So you definitely will at least take this game.
It's very crucial.
Try to come out of position.
You might have thought that was a jab.
I thought that was a jab too. That was amazing.
Yeah, he hadn't used that move this whole set yet, so it was interesting to see it there.
That's at least how you get into the game, and maybe that's the case. So it's like, yep, you got it once, not gonna get it again. But we'll have to see how it all goes to play. Seb having so many issues with landing. Kim just doing such a good job.
But he very overshooting that up B works out there.
Trying to open up the stage, but now Seb trying to get himself on the front seat. Grab gonna get spot dodge away, but now Kip, one back air might set you into a very uncomfortable situation.
Oh, yeah.
Kip, Seb has to find something, anything.
Uh-oh.
You gotta find me.
Yeah, Kip worried. He's throwing out counters.
Oh!
He's feeling really nervous right now, baby.
You gotta take advantage of that risk. Trying to catch that jump with that roster cut.
All right, so right now I feel like Sim, with the way he's been playing, he might go for a lot of those, reads that might be unsafe.
All right.
Kip really has to be worried about that right now.
Hey!
Or he might just get up smash out a shield on his back air, unspaced. He gets punished there.
You thought that was unsafe? Well, I'm gonna symbol your stock right there and take that game 3. Good stuff coming in from Seb to actually get that comeback.
That was
and if
great.
you're Kip, now you're just like, I was in the hot seat to get counter pick advantage, and they just disappeared on me. You have to slow it down. You saw so many times where, as you said earlier, got like way too nervous. You saw him throwing out moves that you barely see in some situations, such as just counter on stage or just like try to at least get some sort of position. Kip just has to like calm it down and at least say like, all right, let's keep slowing the game. The game plan I had earlier was working. I had that lead in scenario. Just keep up that pace and keep up that position.
At the end of the day, his Battlefield pick really paid off. You saw Kip get up air chained, and he got a little shaken. He threw out that counter prematurely, and he lost the stage control and got put off stage. And the rest of it, Sim took care of that.
Yep. We have to see how that will also change in this situation. Kip gonna be taking it to Pokemon Stadium, saying like, yeah, that triplat layout, yeah, nice. You got one. You're never going back here again.
Oh yeah.
And even then, with Dave's stupid rule, you have to at least counter back as to if Pip's able to get this game, what Sim will be able to think from there. But let's think on to this game 4 right here. Sim Bobby just wanted to close this out right here, not even thinking about game 5. At least try to at least end this off and move on to winners quarters.
Okay. We might have almost saw a classic Kip SD.
Ooh!
No, curse! Literally as it was happening.
Yeah, they accidentally did the Aegon at the end,
Yeah.
so that's gonna work against him, and that's a comfortable situation for Sim. Because you saw that first game, one thing that like Sim was taking advantage of was that he would throw out a Lagus aerial, and then Kip would want to punish it immediately. Now at a deficit like this, Kip will want to get the stock off. He will want to like get a lead, and that is just prime time for Sim to just bait and punish like that. Just bait a sort of jump right there and get damage upon damage, 80%.
That is rough.
Oh, looking for the F spots on the 2 frame, but that's a little tight. Going for a little bit of those reads, that might have worked against you.
A little bit antsy, he might end up kicking himself if that comes back to bite him. You want to hold on to those stocks as long as you can.
Yeah.
It may seem like you have a lead now, but stranger things have happened.
Yep. But yep, that jab gonna be setting you off stage. Honestly, if you are Kip, you have to at least get a little bit of damage. You are likely to lose your stock with regards to whether that's an up smash or whether that's just a back air off of the side. So just be able to hold that off. Don't overextend. Just wait for those options. And what if the pans the landing immediately?
Wow.
And Sim's just gonna space that with the F smash. Now Sim maybe trying to move this on Kip on his winner's life.
Oh yeah, he's getting kind of nervous.
Oh, he went for it. He went for it.
That's so raw.
It was just, Kip was just way too far off stage. I respect it. I respect it, Sim. Trying to skip to the next game. Just take it too off.
These Hail Mary, okay, very nice back here, but these Hail Mary plays by Sim have been working out pretty well this match.
But now Kip's trying to fight back in the situation, trying to bring up position as well. 54 now lapping, gained the lead.
Right.
Kip's trying to hold it off. What is this happening?
Sim.
That counter, you don't have much of a recovery option. Oh, expected the wall
Very
recovery.
smart play.
That was
Only a few more hits can take care of Sim's stock here.
But still having a lead such as this, keep up the ledge trap game. Nice!
No
Drag down
way!
up smash, and that will be doing it. Kip with a slight hop up saying like, yes, I turned it up. I'm skipping to the next game.
He can breathe a sigh of relief after that, but that was a very clutch up air drag down.
Seb really think like, yeah, I really wanted that next game, but maybe trying to think as to what you go for this game 5. Of course, Seb does have counter pick advantage thanks to that flex game of game
Right.
3. Like, call it that. A Prodigy, I think that's like trademarked by TK Breezy. I've always seen him call it
yeah?
that, like the flex game.
Now, yeah, we saw Sim win on Battlefield, and Yoshi's probably banned, so we're going to FD.
Sem seems mad. Sem seems mad in the camp. I was just like, I saw that eyebrow furrow. It's like, oh, are you serious? I have to play another game against this man, against Joker.
That was mine. How'd I let this happen, man?
This is the hell bringing of an anime antagonist.
Oh yeah.
This is how it happens.
Yeah, he's gonna change the design of his meat. It's gonna be like Dio or something.
Oh god, that would be a insane position. But we're gonna be taken to an FD position right here. Sem maybe won that closer stage, a smaller position to at least be able to like get a little bit more of combos going. But as well, because of how small the stage is, this is able to at least has more of those landings. It is able to at least catch into a lot of those openings. Kip either has options to either like jump, or he has to just meet Sem right in his face. Sem, stop going for those reads!
Really wants it.
It's always at least once game, but at least gonna get that down there. Skip kind of getting a little bit too comfortable at the ledge, and now you at least catch yourself in that situation.
Caught him sleeping, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have to recover right there. But yeah, we saw to see that position one way that like you get too comfortable. But now with this deficit right here, Kip trying to take the stock off. Arsene is on board, but this might be it right here. Yep, forward smash.
Oh, go for
barely.
up smash. Interesting.
Yeah, and not able to catch onto that side B recovery. That actually might be able to get into your head if Sem's able to get this second stock. Then that is just such an uncomfortable situation. Right. You see Kip trying to get the stock off with all those backers. It always gets one. Always one.
Oh, yeah.
And now we get back to a 2-stop game.
That's the MK Leo, getting that kill right before Arsene leaves.
Yep, the clutch factor of it.
Yeah, we love to see it.
It's like at that point, you just like run off stage. It's like, oh, Arsene's out. Just like roll off stage like that.
Wow, but that would be almost taking it.
Well, keep in mind also, FD is also a very small, like, on blast zones.
Right.
So, like, you are able to at least kill with that up B off the side a little bit better. But now, 127%, you are in range of an up smash. Trying to get that stock off right there. Trying to get a jab going, but now Kip, this is a position in which Kip just now has center stage. Just play patient, watch Sim try to take the stock off, and then just bait punish it.
Yeah, just let Sim throw out up smashes, man. Like, you need to let him get out of his system.
You might as well main Fox, dude. It's better. Dude just keeps throwing it out like this. Again!
Oh,
dude keeps going it.
Charge. Imagine if he just let it go, though.
That just felt like, you know, when you see like Mr. Game & Watch run up smash, it's just like, why would you challenge that? It just works. And
he
goodness gracious!
Side B, Akon.
Kip in a comfortable position. One more chance happening in the chat. Sem trying to at least have a little bit more of a comfortable situation. Forward throw, gotta get yourself off stage. But it's been so much a little bit of a task. Kip is in such a comfortable situation. Yeah. Now Sim's gonna be wanting to overextend in so many situations as well. Stack on that damage. Stack it up.
This
Stack
is what
it up.
you want to see. This is what you want to see as a Kip fan.
So
he's taking it as far as it can go.
Yeah. And now this is sort of a position right there, 86. It's just, as well, that few of those stocks, those one stocks can just be so detrimental to a mentality. And you see so many situations in which like Sem's trying to overextend, but be able to get that forward throw. Now to a last stop, game 3. Who's going to be going home? Sweet home.
Oh yeah. All right. Something we haven't mentioned is how Sem's been very good at side B'ing those landings and just generally like punishing Kip wherever he tries to go.
Yeah. Really, a lot of times with me, Brawler, you catch a lot of like nairs, a lot of landings such as that. So you want to like parry it or like shield it. Right. But because of just Sim like catching that landing with a lot of those like grabs, it's been so detrimental. The back air, gotta do it. Kip gonna jump out of the shit saying, yeah, I did it. I took it off against a top level Dr. Mario. I'm the best in Alabama for a reason.
Oh yeah, that was huge.
And the pop-off coming to the chat, a lot of Kip